Nonetheless, this campaign is known as C.A.G.E, or Kroger's Academy for the Gifted and Extraordinary, and it starts out in a pretty unique way. We are starting in this, what is essentially a nameless desert, but not because it has no name or had no name, but what lies in it now is so popular and so known throughout the multiverse that it is the only thing that anyone cares about here. And I'm, of course, speaking of the Tower-City of Giblear. Giblear is made up of 100 layers, and the story is told that hundreds and hundreds of years ago, a mighty king ruled a kingdom here in this desert, but he had some very giddy followers that wanted to prove their loyalty to him, so they built him this beautiful castle that was the first layer of Giblear. And something happened. Something horrible happened, in fact, and the land began to dry up, and it turned into this crazy, dry, barren desert that we see now. Let's see here. And specifically, the adventure starts with our friend Meek. We zoom in. Oh, yes. We zoom in to the 6th layer, or the 6th block of Giblear, known as the Veins. It is a mysterious, twisting corridor of caves, trenches, and overall, basically, it's like a mining town. Let me see here. Yep. And Meek, you specifically can be found pretty deep in the Veins in a little neighborhood known as Stony Pines. Now, each home in this neighborhood is broken up into their own sections, their own little caves, but visually, you're looking at this massive hollowed-out cave with a roof about 35 feet high, and this out-of-place suburban white picket fence home just sitting smack dab in the middle of it with a little shed off to the side. And what isn't shown is behind this home is a massive pile of hay and scrappings and things Meek has been using for the past few weeks as a bed while you await our freshman orientation. But Meek, as we kind of look at this hay-strewn bed, you awake in the morning, the little bit of light that comes from the ceiling here. What does Meek look like? Who are you?
Meek is a troll. So he is about 15 feet tall, wearing with dark blue skin, eyes that have like black Solara, like they're made to be seen in the dark, with bright yellow golden irises, and uh, black shaggy hair that kind of goes down to just above his shoulders, and some horns that curve back and out behind him. He's wearing like a vest that looks like it was made from like some curtain that just cut arms in it so it could fit him, and some pants that look like it was just like a couple burlap sacks sewn together very quickly.
Amazing. So this very large individual, and frankly, the strangest thing about you is you're a troll. You're an intelligent, conscious troll who is not out to live in caves for the rest of his life, it seems, as you've received an invitation to C.A.G.E, and this happened a few weeks back. You've lived here in Giblear for a little while, but ever since your father figure, the only family you have to name, has picked you up, you have been living here in the Veins.
Correct.
We love it. And here in the Veins, everything is a little bit strange. It's not traditional roads and railways. I'm sorry, it's only railways. There's cart tracks that kind of lead through all of the major tunnels going from place to place, but there's not that many friendly neighborhoods. You really only leave when you have to, or if you're leaving the Veins in totality. But your father, the person that picked you up long ago, you see him come from the back of the house, this time holding a letter, another letter from the academy, stating that freshman orientation is tomorrow morning.
Amazing.
He kind of comes out and somewhat rudely just tosses it on top of you. Crosses his arm and has that stance, like arms crossed, one leg kind of kicked out. And he just looks down at you as you lay, even though you're much bigger than him.
Yeah, I'll grab the note and sit back up. So I'm a bit bigger than him, kind of sitting crisscross
Yeah.
applesauce in front of him.
He goes from looking down to looking up. And as he looks up at you, you look over this note. He looks very, just matter of fact, pissed off. For what you don't understand, for no reason that you can really grasp at this time, but he just looks at you deeply. Are you sure it is addressed to you?
Yeah, I'll take the note, read the troll named Meek. Yeah, that's me.
You know, there are some days I regret giving you a name. I mean, this is quite an opportunity. You started out
Thank
just a
you.
measly troll in the prime material plane. My adventures led me to you, and yet I have just been feeding you this whole time.
And I very much appreciate you,
Trolls
sir.
eat a lot, Meek. Like a lot more than like I do, for example, as just a normal human person.
Yes, that's yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Um
Sorry doesn't feed these rumbling tumblies. Meek, it doesn't help me feel better about it, alright?
I understand, of course.
I'm sorry, Meek. I don't know why I'm projecting this on you now. It's... Why were you invited to the academy? You know I studied for many years. I passed the threshold long ago. They don't let adults in. But if they did, they would have invited me, probably, Meek. And now you're
I mean,
walking in the shoes I wish I had.
there's potions. They can make you younger, so you could probably get in a technicality. No? Okay, I'll shut up.
Meek. Meek. I know you're intelligent. I know you're a troll with brains, Meek.
Hmm. Hmm.
But don't, don't keep coming at me with this we're on the same level thing. Alright, that's what I'm trying to say.
Of course not. I never would dream of doing that. Never.
Great, Meek. It's great. It's great.
I know this is very bad timing.
What could it be, Meek?
I didn't eat last night. Could I?
Were you listening to a word I just said, Meek?
I,
One thing.
I was. I was. I promise. It's just that. I, yeah.
Believe it or not, you ate
No.
all our food. Here's some money. He reaches into his back pocket, pulls out a little satchel with probably like 8 silver, 9 silver in it, just from a glance. You very carefully in your big hands take it. He
Mhm.
huffs and puffs, casts a spell on you to reduce your size just a little bit, not to a normal size, but enough to get through the tunnels a little bit easier, and sends you off to the store.
All right. Yeah. I head on down my way. Uh, I'll I'll summon my familiar back out, a little Tressum with that's like a kitten with bat wings
Mm-hmm.
to walk with.
I love it. And fortunately, not being your only companion, you got a little bit lucky as just a cave over. There's a very cast off individual, somewhat like yourself, somebody who doesn't seem to be understood by society, and their large size does seem to get them in trouble a little bit. It's your friend Ivan.
Nathan.
Ivan, Bramblegut, as you've come to know him, is a very special looking individual. He is a firebolg. He's towering, but he's very gentle. He has bark stitch robes, little vines and flowers braided into his long hair, and he has a full blue beard. And he's 15. So he's a little off-putting to a lot of people, but you know he's someone you've come to at least call an acquaintance. Oh,
Yeah. No.
hey, Meek.
Hey, Ivan. What are you doing?
Oh, looking to see if there's any plants that have been growing on the cave walls again. I've been having
Gotcha.
a hard time getting anything to grow in my garden.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure the lack of sunlight would do that.
It's a real pain.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Hey,
Well,
have you thought about what I was talking about with the whole botany club thing?
I think that's a good idea, and I think you should try for it. I don't know if I'd be good at that.
Oh, okay, Meek. Well,
I
I'll
just
see you at
I
orientation.
Yeah, of course, 100%, man. I just listen. I like hanging out with you. I'm so bad at taking care of things.
It's okay. I know most people don't like being around me. I get it.
No, no, I promise that's not it. I really, you're like my only friend, man.
Oh, my mom's calling, I think. I'll talk at you later, Meek.
Okay, all
And
right.
he runs off, dropping a couple little mushrooms he picked up as he was out. But he continues off, and you make your way all the way down to the closest store to you. It's not a very welcoming or friendly place either. They honestly hate locals. It's a little tourist spot in the
Oh shit.
Veins. It's called Old Town. And
Hmm.
you all, it's the equivalent of like you're living in a Motel 6, like you're going to the gift shop to eat and all that. So you go to like this grocery store that just has like necessities and barely able to get in the front door. Ding, 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 ding. The old woman that works there, 3 quarters in to probably her 100th cigarette of the day. Like, oh, hey, Miki. Puts it out.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, this is good today.
Same as always. Hey, we don't have any more barrels of meat. I told you that was like a one-off thing.
Oh, okay. Um, do you have any like stale bread you can't sell anymore then?
Um, I have. Let's see, I got about 14 expired Lunchables. I could let them go.
How
I think half of
expired?
them,
How expired?
are pizza flavored. It's probably been a few
A
weeks.
few weeks. Yeah, you know what? It's better than nothing.
All right. And you buy a trash bag full of expired Lunchables.
Yeah, I'll buy the trash bag of Lunchables.
Awesome. With 8 silver.
Yeah. 8 silver for trash?
Yeah. Yeah, like you just
Okay.
like here you go.
Hard times, bro.
That's some Disney shit.
It's tourists,
Got
yeah.
some
You're in a
legendary.
tourist attraction. It's like, how much you got, Meek? All right.
Uh, yeah.
And yeah, she sends you back down your way. You eventually make it all the way back. You don't see your friend again. Your next door neighbor as you make as you continue down the way, and you make it back to your house, and your guy's not happy again. He sees you with the
Of
trash
course.
bag, and you see him just walk inside, lock the door, the shutters come down, and you know you're probably not gonna see him for a few days again. This happens once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go back to my spot with the hay.
And as you kind of unfurl and begin eating one of 14 expired Lunchables, you look up and through the little crevice or the crack in the top of the cave that lets in light, not enough like
Mhm.
for Ivan to grow his vegetables or plants for that matter, but you see through this crack some type of hope. You're just kind of grasping that hopefully living in the dorms at school will be a little bit better than being out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a, I kind of just sit there, and once I know Falmore's gone to bed, or at least ignoring me, I'll get my little letter out and read through it.
Hello, valued freshmen. We are overjoyed to announce, and it goes in that your orientation connected to this pass card that you know, as you've lived in Giblear for a little while now, that there is a major elevator that goes through every single layer, but only the wealthy are allowed to access it, or in special situations, students of the cage. So you're given this pass that you know is your key to getting to the auditorium and getting to orientation tomorrow morning.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you enjoy
Cool.
your crappy Lunchables. Do you do anything else?
Enjoy, enjoy is a word I don't know if I would use to describe what's happening. Um, yeah, no, I just kind of sit there thinking about how far I've come and how it's weirdly enough, it's also not very different from where I was living. And I like kind of dig through the hay bit and take out one of the books I stole from Falmore from inside his house the one time I wasn't allowed inside
Ooh,
and start reading.
I love it. The one book you've had for so you've reread it so many times, but it is a major source of comfort to you. Amazing, amazing. We love it. So we zoom back out of the sixth block of Giblear, zooming out of this dark cave region and into the more green, the more full of life, the Miro Deep Hollow. This place is just a giant moss carpet with giant little, or I'm sorry, giant hills and little hobbit holes with mushrooms growing everywhere. Some people have refurnished into homes themselves. And in the middle of this place is the massive, let's see, I guess you can't see here, but I'll move you over to the map. Here on Mirror Deep, we have the Hollowed Hearth, the city that surrounds the Hollowed Hearth mushroom. A massive fossilized mushroom that's bigger than half the town itself, dead set in the middle, reaching almost to the top of this 400 foot tall cavern. But that is not where we are. We are instead in the mainstay of Bangler Street. A very fine 4-bedroom, 3-story house, one of the nicest in the neighborhood. We have Maeve sitting across the table, promising to speak with your parents for just a little bit this morning. They made you promise after you dealt with them for a couple hours yesterday. But your two overbearing parents, both of them have kind of this dark, almost bronzish skin, similar to yours, but with your unique quirk, the thing that makes you special, you look a little bit different than them. They still take on those druidic appearances. They're both about 40 adult humans. Your father a little bit taller than your mother. He has kind of sleek Pedro Pascal, little curly black hair. And your mother has that same, like, very sleek, goes down to about her mid-back, tied up and braided in different ways almost every day. And they both wear those fine cloths and leathers that druids love, and they both are archdruids. But you seek something greater. But as you sit across from your parents, maybe I just really need you to understand that we just want the best for you.
I know.
So when I
But you know, I
say
like doing things my own way.
Mavie, you can't keep turning into a bat, Mavie. It's not right. Druids of your scale can't turn into bats, and you do it every day. When we get in arguments, you turn into a bat. It's like you want to hurt my feelings, maybe.
I'm not trying to. It's just fun to be a bat.
Well, maybe you have orientation tomorrow, and we're gonna see you there. And you know we're excited. We're rooting for you. Maybe we always will be, but you really gotta put some perspective into play. And your sister. I know you hate when we talk about her, but she just didn't turn out the way an Albright should. All right, and I'm not saying she's bad. I'm not saying she's a horrible figure or anything, but I mean, maybe come on, take a step back. And what does Maeve look like in this situation?
She's kind of sitting here, looking at her parents, messing with the horns that are on her head, messing with the abnormally pointed ears that she's got. Just kind of like, she can turn into cooler things than me. She's good at what she does. I know I want to outdo all of you.
Maybe she has years more of experience. She's been around longer. She's had the classes. We've taught her well.
Yes.
We just want to teach you better, Maeve.
I understand that.
Your mom starts crying. She rarely speaks.
No, wait, no. Stop. Don't cry. Mom, please. I'm sorry.
She just weeps.
I promise I will try. But again, I don't have full control.
You keep
Sometimes I
saying this,
turn-
Maeve. What does it mean? You never really fully explained it to me. What does this mean, Maeve?
Well, if you want me to be fully honest, since I'm going to be starting here anyway, and I'm going to be trying to hide from you since you are a teacher there, it kind of plays off my emotions. A little bit. Itty bitty bit.
Are you telling me I've been scaring you into a bat this whole time, Maeve?
No, that's kind of what I want to do. That's just what my
Oh.
comfort.
So
My
you're doing
comfort
it just
is
to
a bat.
spite me, Maeve? So that's right, huh? That's right.
No.
So Mom's
No,
crying
no, no,
over
no.
here for a good reason then, is it, Maeve? That's what you're saying.
She grabs like both of her horns and lowers her head and goes, "No, that's not what I meant. I just don't know how to word it where it doesn't offend you."
Maeve, I'm sorry we're sensitive, alright? We're in tune with the earth. We've been doing it for years. We're part of what keeps
I know.
this place ticking, alright? And maybe
I know.
you're gonna be the head druid of Miro Deep one day. You're gonna have to be able to cleanse that mushroom, alright? Your
Yeah,
sister's not
I
gonna
know.
do it.
No, little old me has to do it.
Mm.
Little old batwing me.
Maybe.
I know. Uh-huh.
Maybe.
That's my name.
Alright, well. We're gonna see you at orientation tomorrow. You better not be trying to hide from us, maybe. You're in our class. You're in our class. You can't get away from us. And I'm not gonna pass you just because you're my daughter. You're gonna have to show up.
Are you gonna get mad at me if I show up as a bat?
We're done today, alright? We're done today, Maeve.
All
Your
right.
mom just soaked in her own tears has not stopped crying.
Just like she feels bad. Like if he's looking at her, he can see she visibly feels bad for mom crying. She's like, I don't know what I did to make her cry. I do feel bad on that one. I'm here as me. I'm not a bat right now.
Maybe we're done today,
And
maybe.
me.
Why don't you take a walk?
Take a walk.
Your mom, he just has her back, like, both shoulders. She's standing up, like, walking away. He's like, it's alright. And she's just crying. She's crying. Hasn't not said a word. Just bawling.
Maeve just gets up and goes, "Fine, I'll go take a walk." But
And
I'm
you
gonna
head
do it walking
out
my way.
into the fine streets of Bangor, where this is the neighborhood right outside of, like, the major cavern that holds the Hollowed Hearth. And you look around, you have made approximately 0 friends in your neighborhood, but you do know there is one very popular kid. And as we zoom out just a little bit, we look down the block to the very outskirts. A little house right up against the biggest toadstool on the block, carved out like a shed, and tons of flower beds, pots, things growing on the side of the house. We have our boy Donnie, Cremini, and Maeve. Would you please describe Maeve to us? Visually. We jumped to your RP. You forgot to tell us who you are.
So Maeve again is like her parents with a little different to her. She's got the tan skin, amber eyes, has the famous druid leathers, even though hers are a little different because she likes to stand out just a little bit. But unlike her parents, she sports 2 curled up brown horns on her head. She has ears that are slightly pointed up that have a million different piercings of feathers and different things on her. Her brown hair is in 2 loose kind of braids, but it's kind of everywhere. But amongst her skin, there's little blemishes that kind of look like one spot looks kind of like scales. Another part looks like it could be some other form of skin on top. From all the different times she has tried to turn into different things.
and
But
it's
she's
stuck.
just her little 5'2" self.
Ugh, beautiful. And Maeve, probably considered a freak by a lot of these kids, is really trying to walk her own path and stay out of the way while also avoiding her parents if possible. And that leads us to a neighbor that you don't know. But down the street is our boy Crimmy. And would you describe Crimmy for us?
Yeah. Cremy is well, he's kind of a hipster, you know. He wears loose baggy clothes. He's always got a smile on his face for the most part. Eyes are usually pretty squinted. And he's got this, I guess you could call it a hat on his head that looks like a very real mushroom, like almost too real. He's a little bit lean, you know, a little on the lean side. Got some shaggy hair. Uh, he tries to keep himself clean for the most part, but he doesn't mind, you know, rolling around in the dirt a bit. You know, he likes that. He likes being close with, you know, the soil, the plants, the nature.
Amazing. So we have this little herb-induced kid, 15, 16. He's no true minor. He's making his own decisions about what he wants to smoke. And he's growing it outside his house because there's not much to stop him in this strange city of Mirodeep. But we zoom in to that strange vegetation-covered house, and working out in the gardens, we see Crimmy. Crimmy, as you work away, you've spent, you know, the summer going into, you know, our new year here. You spent the summer gardening away, perfecting your craft, making those connections, and pretty specifically hanging out with your good friend Rick, who is over here now. He's not too keen on helping you with the garden, per se, but he does love to come over and hang out and enjoy the products of your garden. And our friend Rick here is a drow with very deep, almost like purple skin. He's about 4'9", 4'10". He wears a big green hoodie that's too big for him. You can't even see his hands. And he's got that almost emo look where his hair is all messy and one side of it goes completely over his right eye. And he's very chill, like slow and soft-spoken. And Crimmy, I can't believe we both got in, dude.
I was really, really nervous at first, Rick. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Dude.
I'm just happy that I'm gonna know somebody when I'm going.
Dude, yeah, like, I'll be there. And you'll be there. And we'll
And
know
you'll
each
be
other,
there.
dude. And you'll
Exactly.
be there.
It's radical, man.
Dude. Dude,
I
what?
imagine we commenced with like a 20-minute handshake that we'd made up like over the years, you know.
Amazing. Yes, you do. You go back and forth, just dapping each other up for... He messes it up after he's like, wait, we gotta restart, dude.
We can restart. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, from the top. We got it. Yeah,
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. And then, yeah, yep. And then the switch. Yeah.
Oh, that handshake, dude. Dude, you want to hear
best.
something lame, though?
Yeah, man. All right, hit me with it.
Dude, my stupid sister got in, dude.
Yo, Nessa got in?
Nessa got
That's-
in, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. And you
Wow.
kind of look away for a second speaking with him and lose sight of him. Remembering that he is special. He does in fact have a special quirk similar to yours. Our boy Rick here, when he doesn't speak, he does not make any sounds. He has no smell, footprint. He completely goes invisible. You lose him from every bit of your senses for a moment, and you have to stop. And this has happened multiple times. And it's the type of thing where he just disappears, basically. And you take a double glance, and he's still sitting in the same spot he was a moment ago, but, you know, for a few seconds, he's out of your perceivable existence.
I will never get used to that, Rick. Do you even know you're doing it, man?
What, man?
You know when you do that thing.
You gotta stay grounded, man. You just gotta try to
You're
stay
right.
grounded. Yeah,
You're right.
dude.
I'm a little nervous, man. It's school. I let's be honest. Besides you, Rick, my only real friends are these guys, my plants. You know,
Ah.
we'll see how it goes, but man, as long as I can plant my own garden there, that's what I'm hoping. Start from scratch, make
Oh
the
yeah,
perfect
dude.
concoction, the perfect
Hey,
plant.
dude, look
You
at this
know,
video I saw on the freaking internet, dude. And he shows you a video of like a totally fake video of like a penguin surfing and through some snow on like a really big surfboard, and it's like entirely fake, and he shows it to you. It makes you watch the whole like 2 minute video, and not much happens in it besides it's like a generated video of a penguin surfing.
yo, do you think the cameraman was surfing next to the penguin the whole
Bull.
time?
He like
How do
stops
they
and
do that?
holds his head for. He's like, "No way, bro. No way,
Bro, I could never.
bro."
I'm too discombobulated, man. That could never be me.
God. Oh, and you all continue on bantering for a little while, and eventually Nessa actually comes looking for him and calls him. She's like, "Hey, so you gotta come home. Mom, say you gotta come home. She is your mom. She's your mom. Come on." And she just like, as soon as you look at her, Crimmy, like any kind of eye contact in her direction, gone. Sprints away as fast as she can. Does not want any type of interaction with you.
Like I start to raise my hand to wave, and she's just off.
Gone. Right back down the street. He's a neighbor from like the street down. He doesn't live in the super nice neighborhood of Bangor. He lives on Trental, about 2 or 3 streets down. But still, you all are good friends. You have similar interests, so he's been coming around for quite a while.
He's good.
But yeah, earlier today you also got your letter and your pass that allows you to take that special elevator in the middle of the layer, which will let you get your orientation. But we leave for a moment Miro Deep, the vegetative, overgrown mushrooms as far as the eye can see. Amazing, lively place of Miro Deep to go to an even more amazing place. High up at the very tip top of Giblear City is Sovereign Crown. Hold up. This place, wild. The richest of the rich live here, and if you're not impressed by the gold-plated, everything trimmed in fancy metals and gems, streets and buildings of architecture that has not seen this age yet, all you have to do is look up to see massive chunks of earth ripped from the ground with huge mansions and manors built atop them. And these are for the ultra wealthy of the ultra famous. And we actually zoom in to one of these ultra famous, ultra wealthy manors as we go a little bit higher up to the Drelrorol. Said that right? Yep, Drelrorol. Heights. Drelrorol Heights. Where our good friend Halim is from. Halim. Would you describe Halim to us, please?
Yes, currently Hylium is slouched over in the gaming position, has like the newest, fanciest Mimic PC. He's playing the newest MTA6, they ain't even released yet. He's sitting there. Some stupid leather came in the mail today, but it's on the counter with the gold-plated steaks. He is getting ready to start streaming, put on his fake persona. And he's wearing nice silk pajamas, very high elven looking, very pointy ears, very pale, slick blonde hair. He is just the infinity of high elf.
Beautiful. You grinding, coming off of an 18-hour shift of grinding GMA 7, you grind, and you're finally a little bit burnt out, but you know that your viewers are waiting. You hop on your phone, your eyes phone, where you, where you start up your live stream to the masses. You've actually accumulated, since you woke up from your stasis, for the past year, you have accumulated quite a following wearing that strange mask of yours and just basically ranting. You're essentially, who's that really crazy guy, the right-wing politics guy? Probably best to leave that out anyways, but, you are basically just spitting fake conspiracy theories that you've made up on your own, and the masses are eating it up.
I like to think like the mask is like a typical like theater mask, like the happy and sad. And he's like, when he's talking, it's more of like it's muffled, like it's like a voice changes. So it's like a. You see, I think the poor people, they're the reason why our society is so bad. Like for example, take those people in the slums. Like people live in mushrooms. We as a society are accepting that people live in mushrooms. We gotta make the change. You gotta be the change that you want to be.
The
We
chat
cannot
is
accept these.
exploding. King, 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 king based, king, king.
All I'm saying is, look around. We see these people. You know, the other day I had one of my viewers say, this guy bought a tub of meat in a barrel at a gift shop. Why are we letting poor people do this?
Puking emojis.
Why?
GIFs of people throwing up, running away.
And like I've heard the fans out there. You guys are showing me that these poor people, they are a menace to society, and together, we of the high class society, we can make the change we want to be. You know my favorite motto: if you can't afford a platinum, are you even really living?
And as you are just ranting away to your viewers, you're interrupted from the background. Sir Dredgerlol, are you available? I imagine you crash out, like, throw the
yeah.
phone
Yeah.
through.
Like, oh my god, you ain't gonna like turn it off. Like, dude, I was talking to my wait, I was talking to my streamers, dude. Come on.
Forgive me, Master Dredgerlol. I was simply coming to you to let you know a very important letter has arrived this day for you.
Oh, mama, they sent a letter
I
from
am
the
sorry.
lakes.
Still no word from Mother or Papa, I'm afraid, Master Dredgerlol.
Oh, what is it? Some kind of like, oh, please donate. I don't know.
Fortunately, no one coming to pander for your coin today, sir. Instead, we have still been hearing back from this institute on the lower layer, the one right below us. I know you're very much against leaving a high estate here, but I have a good mind to believe you would do well in the cage, Master.
Well, I guess if I'm gonna be like Mama and Papa, I guess I should go be a wizard.
Yes.
Learn my wizard magic.
Master Drelgerol,
Yes.
there is something I believe. There's something I believe you're mistaken on.
Yes. And that is me being wrong.
You,
What?
I believe it'd be best you to find that answer on your own, Master Drelgerol. Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you're trying to tell me something, but I do not care.
Master
But-
Damas, you look at this two very thick spectacles that go back on his greased over slicked hair, a very finely kept mustache and beard with it, and he stands in his butler attire, hands behind his back, besides when he was handing you that very fine letter with his white gloves between the fingers.
Of course. I mean, thank you. You know, thank you for the letter. I know sometimes I can get a little aggravated, I guess, but I mean, you are.
Sir, you asked
Yeah.
me to tell you to hit me if you were ever acting too kind.
Fake. That was a test. I'm gonna go and grab my platinum encased dueling glove. Come.
He walks
That was the
over
test.
and you crack him with it. He spits a tooth out. Thank you, master. I will now
Thank
take
you.
my
Thank you.
leave. You
I
crash
had
this
lost.
jewel encrusted, platinum handled, this little bully club right across face. You drop it on the ground and go back to playing your games.
Just full on gamer pose. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go. Maybe I should try sorcerers. I am pretty gifted. That's the whole thing. Maybe I can try druid. Nah, who would want to be a dog? And I game
I love
looking
it.
looking out the window, like looking down, just like my life is beautiful. I'm so happy.
And it truly is, as you look down, you are at the pinnacle of Giblear, this already massively wealthy city. As you look down, you see this beautiful gilded city, the town that you live in, Sovereign Crown, is so beautiful. Let me see, I'll go ahead and show that to you all there. And the most beautiful part of it happens to be a very fancy tower built in the middle. It is known as the... Please hold. Yes, this massive tower, the Emerald Spindle. It is about 1,000 feet tall and made entirely of emerald gemstones. It holds the current king of Giblear. Yes.
Yes, I've heard. I've heard that the king is something.
I love it. King Caliban. Yes, he is fine, master. He is a good king.
I like to think, like, as he's laughing, looking at the window, his eyes kind of like pan away to like the picture, like on his table of his family, like a little happy family. His two oil tycoon parents, his older brother, and his smile kind of fades for a little bit, and he's like, "Remember the poor people."
Yes, the pause, master, yes. Is there anything you'll be
Let's see.
needing before you attend your orientation come tomorrow morn?
I guess I should prepare one of the Porsches, I guess. If I'm gonna go down, I might as well go down in style, I guess.
Of course, master. I shall have it prepared for you. Are
Should
you
I
sure
know
there was
anything?
nothing else you need?
Well, I mean, I could always go for some, a big meal before school, I guess. I mean, um, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy. I just saw one of my viewers, they sent a video of this guy just being poor, and it really brightened my day. I mean,
Really, master. Have you seen the video of the penguin on the surfboard?
yeah, do you
Just-
think like the guy that was holding the camera was surfing with the penguin? Like
That is what
how
I
did that
pondered
happen?
myself, master. I was wondering that exact same thing.
Hmm. Yes. Well, actually, I'll leave the choice to you. Where should I go? What kind of style should we go in? Obviously we're better than these people we're going to school
Master,
with, but
I may be better than some, better enough to serve you, but your opinion is truly the pinnacle of all of the opinions.
that was a test and you passed yet again. Yes.
What?
Yes. What?
Yes.
Ah,
I'm
such
very
a
grateful.
good day indeed.
I'm very grateful,
Well,
master.
I guess I'll go out to town and go laugh at the poors before the big day. I guess I should get a bearing of the city a little bit. Maybe go. Never mind. Go down the elevator.
Master, we unfortunately will have to take the elevator tomorrow to go down a layer.
What? What?
Yes, I know it is very hard to grasp, but in fact we will be going down to the 9th block. That is where the cage is located.
It's not even it's not even an even number. These poors, they can't even make the score on an even number.
That
What?
does sound quite poor, I agree, actually.
I'm in a tizzy. I'm gonna go throw coins down, throw some silver coins down for the poor. Makes me feel better all the time.
As you go into what you think is silver is platinum from your family's infinite coffers, you make it rain in the streets of the Sovereign Crown with no issue at all.
Just like, oh, this makes me feel better all the time. Just chucking it like a kid who would throw stones into a lake, just chucking them. Woe is me.
Amazing. And
I could not imagine someone as
you
worse as
do
me.
that for the remainder of the day until eventually night comes for all of you. And the morning arrives where you're meant to take that access card you were given all the way up, or for one of you, down to the 9th layer.
Amazing.
Going down. Ugh.
We'll go in reverse order. Hi, Liam. You have the Porsche prepared. This time, the lime green one, which you haven't seen in quite a while. Your butler, Damas, whips it all the way up to your room, leaving skid marks in the massive hallways that make up your manor, and pulls it right up to your bedroom door.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna bring my race car bed, but gotta fill up.
Master Drell, please leave the race car bed. I fear they will make fun of you at the school.
Well, people who are poor, they always are envy of those who are better than them.
That is fair, Master.
Of course. Let me get dressed. I have a fancy suit I want to wear. Yes, a fancy suit. Should I wear a face mask so I don't breathe in the poor?
He stabs himself for interrupting you, and then answers your question. He looks over. I believe anything you wear will be magnificent.
Thank you. Okay, let us go down. Ugh.
Amazing. You whip. That's so funny. You whip in the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Or the Porsche, forgive me. All the way down.
It's a fusion between the
a
two.
Porsche Guinea too. They custom made for the Drell bloodline. You make it to the elevator and are teleported down as you appear outside in this fancy but relatively empty courtyard. Here at the academy, you stand arriving in a wide, grassy park with magically pruned trees that are shaped like musical notes. So you see, like, Times Square essentially park with little walkways and benches everywhere, and all of the trees look like different musical notes. There's a giant stone path that leads directly through the middle, and as you walk, you hear very faint notes, and the stones glow beneath your feet. As you're not able to take your car any further. And as you see the entrance to the academy itself, which is really just a fancy door, there's a circle in front of it that you just step on. You don't actually go through the door. But a little bit ahead of it is about a 30-foot tall statue of what appears to be a Birdman dancing. He's on one leg holding a lute, and he looks to be strumming it, wearing like pretty fancy cloths. But it's a statue, so you're not entirely sure.
Dear God, this is the most prestigious school of the. Oh God. Okay, let's do this.
Sir Dredgerol, will I be attending the classes with you?
Do you really? Did you really just ask? No, you will not.
He punches himself like really hard in the face.
You're not even. People will think you a creep.
You are entirely correct, Master. Forgive me.
Now, I do want you to stay here for lunch because I am not eating with these people.
I will be waiting at the entrance.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I guess I'm going to bird school. Oh, a crow, really. Oh,
And then
oh.
we'll go over to Crimmy, who you wake up in the morning, your mom has returned. She was out the day before. She had traveled a few layers down to go get some supplies for your special garden. She's really into your hobbies. She's totally into, the whole gardening, and she's in tune with the earth and everything as well, but she really likes supporting you. Like, she loves that you love it. She's like, are you ready for your first day of school?
I mean, I think so. I was trying to go out to the garden and make sure that I got all the plants I want to propagate when I get there. I got my caladiums, I got alocasias, I got my bougainvilleas, I got my beefsteak tomatoes. Did I forget any?
Donnie,
Did I say caladiums?
Donnie, you're just going to orientation. You don't have to take everything right now. You can come home.
Right, but like, what if at orientation, that's when they show me the garden? That's my only chance to put a plant in, and then I can't put a plant there, and then I won't have a plant to plant the entire time. That's just gonna be a real bummer.
Donnie. She like pulls you in close and just kind of like pats you on the head, and some spores pick up. She's like, oh, Donnie. I think you're gonna.
I remember
great.
my caladiums. Thanks,
You're
Mom.
you're so
I
chill.
appreciate that.
I just love how chill you are, and you just get a little worked up about your plants sometimes, and that's okay. And that's okay, Donnie.
I take it seriously. I mean, I made a whole garden dedicated to the periodic table to try and memorize them. I renamed the plants. I got chromium out there, tungsten, manganese. Xenon's a real sucker. I
Yeah,
don't like
and
that
Donnie,
Xenon.
we talked about that with our family doctor too, remember? And he said that's not that good for your brain to be doing all of that. But I still love your enthusiasm, Donnie, and I always will love you. Okay, don't you forget that.
Thanks, Mom. I
Mhm,
don't know what that doctor thinks anyway, man. He doesn't really know how to really treat people. We know what it takes, right? The
Yeah, but
natural remedies.
yeah, Donnie, we do, Donnie. But remember, there's always a line. And like I said, I love we said
Yeah,
if you're
that's where
gonna
you
do
put the
something,
seeds. And
do it
then you make
right.
another line and put more seeds.
All right, Donnie. Well, I'm really excited to see how school treats you, and I know you're gonna do just great. And remember, you're just a few layers up. You can always come right back down. You can come visit old mom. You can come tend to your gardens. I'll keep an eye on 'em while you're gone. Don't feel like you gotta rush back and look at them. I'll make sure everything's taken care of. I'll make sure nothing
I
wilts
trust
or
you.
rots away. But please, don't forget about me. Make some friends. Maybe someone who's not Jesus. Oh, hey.
What's up, Ricky?
He just
I didn't even see you there.
sneaks right up on you. Hey, Remy, you want to teleport to school together? All right. Well, you all have you too, Ricky. You have a good day. You have. How the hell did he get in there? She pushes. You hear her kind of mumble under her breath as she pushes you two away.
We always leave the door unlocked, Mom. One of those.
She
one of
she
those
looks up.
places, you know?
How did that Ricky boy get into school? I don't know. But she pushes you all down the way, and you keep on walking with your little teleporter cards in hand. You make it to the center of town, where you could use those to go all the way up to the 9th layer. So do you bite it? And he puts his thumb on it, and it activates. And this elevator, they're kind of like little telephone booths everywhere, but only in the center of the layers. You go and you find one big enough for both of you, and using this card, he activates it. And it opens up, allowing both of you to travel up to your orientation.
Whoa. This
You
is
all
far out, man.
instant. It feels like there's no time traveled. You just kind of stand in a tube, and the door shuts, and it opens right back up. You're now miles above where you previously were. And just as I described before, you see this kind of lush, kind of New York park looking place. All the trees look pretty fancy. The giant statue of the Birdman, the stones that ring under your feet and light up. And you see ahead of you is a massive set of stone doors with a teleportation circle in front of them.
Do you think that's where we go?
Man, I think I'm gonna ponder on it just a little. And he narrows his eyes, or his one eye you can see, and he just stares at the door from quite a distance away. And even Crimmy, you're like, how much did you wake and bake? It's the first day of school.
We gotta be on top of this, man.
So
This is the real deal. Come on.
I love it. And just down the street, having a very similar conversation, but had it earlier this morning. Maybe, the last thing I'm going to say is I know you're going to do great. And he comes over and he pats you on the back really wholeheartedly. And then your mom comes over and gives you a big hug as they leave a couple hours before you do, as their staff, they're the druid teachers. They in tandem teach the druid class at C.A.G.E. So they have to leave before you, going to get ready for the orientation, whereas you have the house to yourself. Your sister is not home. She is probably not going to start the semester on time, it seems, as she's still not back from her trip. And you're all alone.
Nobody can tell me I can't turn into a bat. Or I can't be a cat, or I can't be anything else that's not just me.
Maeve's just alone in her
Like
home,
in that moment,
turning into a
Maeve
cat
literally just
or a bat.
turns into a cat, walks out the door with her stuff
I love it. A little kitty
in
cat.
her mouth.
Yes, with a satchel in its mouth. You just kind of stroll, try not to catch any attention. You make it to these teleporters as well, these little telephone booths. Seeing one of them was recently used by your boy Crimmy, you don't know yet. And you use that new card you were given to make it up to the 9th layer as well. And same exact scene. You see some people that appear to be freshmen like yourself. A pretty noble-ish looking guy. There's some strange, green car you've never seen parked pretty far out over there. There's some, noble-ish looking guy ahead of you. And then... let's see. There's a noble-ish guy looking ahead of you, and then there's a guy with a mushroom on his head, and then a little kind of gothish drow kid standing right next to him. But the last but not least is our boy Meek.
Meek is up bright and early. He is at the doors of the orientation a minute before they open.
I love it. So you are in there. You've been in there. Sitting, as you got in, you met one of the special teachers, the wizard teacher, Professor Candy.
It's great to meet you, Sunny boy. Come here and give Candy a kiss.
And she takes your hand, mwah, and gives you a big smooch on the top of it. I said,
Trolls taste nasty.
and you shrink down to the size of a large creature.
Yeah, I'm only 9 feet tall. I'm at school.
You said when you're at school. You're probably actually closer to 7 to make it realistic for you to walk. It's a very special cast of the reduce spell by the wizard teacher. She caught wind of you early and was like, "All right, I can do that." She walks over, mwah, kisses you deeply on the top of the hand, and you shrink and take a seat. Now, what isn't depicted for everyone else is our adventurers, our students, when they enter this auditorium, the reception hall that our event is going to be taking place, you see a lot of other students, people lined up in multicolored benches watching a stage made of cobblestone. A small owlin man with a very expressive, happy face, wearing a suit and a big scarf around his neck, stands on top of a soapbox, basically, in the middle of the stage, whereas a group of about 10 to 11 different humanoids stand on the far side of the stage, just in a perfectly ordered line, like they're addressing everybody. So, one by one, our party shows up and takes their seats. It's very obvious that this room has been somewhat split by the different social groups. So, with that in mind, where does everybody sit? Starting with Meek.
He got there first, so he wouldn't be sure about what social groups sit where.
Mm-hmm.
I think somehow he ends up right in the fucking middle of wherever the pauper group sits.
I love it. So Meek, sitting right in between, not necessarily the popular kids, but some jocks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
One woman, you presume is a woman based on her appearance, or at least, that is what she is projecting. But she is a construct.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see here. This Warforged approaches you. She has what looks to be kind of metal tendrils made hair that go behind her face mask. The face mask itself has very expressive circular eyes that seem to tell a lot of what she's trying to think. And then on the side of her faceplate is a little heart painted red. She looks over at you, and you see somehow these eyes look disapproving on a robot.
Oh.
Sports ball compatibility. Ha! 2%. She turns and continues looking forward.
Oh, okay. I think it's nice to meet you too. Okay.
She's making fun of you. This girl, very much humanoid, right next to you, has kind of short, tufted hair. She wears a varsity jacket that apparently was owned by somebody that went to school before her here. And it's a little scorched up. Her hair has fiery ends on the tips, and she's obviously a human, but gives off this heat. Like she's made of fire. Oh yeah, she's totally making fun of you. She doesn't think you have what it takes.
It takes for what?
To play sports ball.
Oh, I wasn't really planning on playing, but okay. I guess good to know.
Oh, you don't play sports ball? Then why the hell are you sitting in the sports ball section, huh?
I got here first. Didn't know there were sections.
Well, we established after you had sat here that we were going to sit around you and make it the sports ball section.
Well, you should really have better communication skills.
Who are you talking to like that, you fucking nerd?
I guess
This
I
nerd
don't
is
know
trying
how-
to talk to me, everybody. He's being weird. He's being real weird.
I think you're being weird. This is insane.
Hey!
Someone.
This big ass golden dragonborn sitting a couple benches down. He's like, hey, are you like messing with her, dude?
I didn't do anything.
Jor don't stand for that, bro. Jor don't watch women get mistreated, dude. It's not what Jor does. Jor has never done that. Jor does not start today, buddy.
Are you okay? Did you have a stroke? Why are you speaking in the third person?
Jor does not understand your nerd language. All three of them. And you actually make them change sections. What the hell is loser section, sports ballers? Lame. Compatibility 100%. Beep. And she stands up and walks away with Jor and Cinder down to closer to the front.
Meek sinks down into his chair, still holding his familiar Morris. What the hell, man?
Oh.
Your cat looks kind of sad and just purrs in your lap, like it's okay. Maeve,
Can I?
we'll say.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay.
No, it's something you like to do.
Meek's a little spiteful about that. Could I ritual cast unseen servant.
You could try.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
a ritual cast unseen servant, and I command it to go tie all their shoelaces together as
I
they're sitting
love
down.
it. As you begin casting a ritual in the back of the auditorium, you hear so loudly exclaimed, this little woman, this little gnomish woman that casts a spell on you, presumably the wizard teacher, she is, to describe this woman, this is Professor Candy. She's about a 3'1", just a little over 3 foot tall, rock gnome with huge, fluffy purple and pink cotton candy hair, held into some kind of shape with little crystal clips, and she wears a grand total of 4 pairs of glasses at all times, and has long drapey robes that kind of scream the weave and drape off of her already tiny body.
No! Don't be casting spells! Stop it! Cut it out! Please! Please! Who's doing it? I smell magic! Cut it out! Sunny! Sunny! Oh! Oh! I don't hear magic.
And she plops out in her seat and like goes back to sleep. Amazing. So, Meek, you sit in the back, called out twice for no reason by the jocks. They just appear to see you as an easy target. And as they eventually walk away, you hear the teleportation circle that's basically the door behind you make another noise. And you watch as Maeve walks in. Maeve being her very interesting looking self. Different parts and features of different animals make up parts of her body, while 2 of the adults on the stage audibly gasp.
Oh, Maeve! Maeve! Maybe!
I feel like she immediately puts her head down, like,
Maybe!
stop.
Maybe! Oh, maybe it's me! I'm up here! Maybe!
She looks at, realizing they're not gonna stop, and waves like, yep, I'm here.
Oh, look, honey, do you see? It's Maeve.
And your mom starts crying, like tears of joy this time. She like puts her hand over her face, just starts crying.
Should have stayed the cat. Should have stayed a cat when I walked out. Would have petrified them. I feel like I just stand there now, because clearly that probably got everybody's attention.
Everyone looks at you, and again, this guy with your Jor is like, Jor smells a teacher's pet.
Not it. Kind of clenches her fist at her side, trying to control herself.
Arthur
Like,
fist.
Don't do it. Don't do
100%.
it. Literally, just right at the side, like, don't do it.
And after they
Tasty
crack a
breakfast.
couple little jokes, but they don't take it as far as they do with our boy Meek. But where do you sit after kind of gauging who's all here?
I feel like she wants to linger in the back, but she wants to be in the back in between people. So she might venture over where Ivan and them are and just kind of like, I'm gonna blend in right here. You don't see me? Out of sight, out of mind.
I love it. Okay, so you do just that, kind of disappearing into the back row, even staying a little bit higher up, just hiding from everybody. We love it. And then right after, we have Hyliam. You eventually figure out how to make it into this building. You're like, my wizard powers are not telling me anything about what's going on here.
Yeah, like back in my time, we just used doors. I don't get it. Like, what's so special about this?
That's awesome.
And I look around, see everyone like in different groups and cliques. Look and see one of the more higher points, and I'm just going to shimmy up to the highest point I can to overlook everyone because I am better than everyone.
Of course. And
It's like,
this
yeah.
room is quite strange, actually. As you kind of look around, it appears that this is absolutely some type of reception hall on top of being an auditorium. You see hovering plaques glow above these trophy cases. And you see little statues of like past kills from alumni. Massive beasts that have plagued worlds or cities that have been slain by people that once went to school here, is what you see on that side there.
Hmm. They they take statues of a giant world-eating spider? That's easy. What? Oh my. I look to the stadium and I see not a single high elf teacher. I'm just mm, mm.
Not
I put
one.
my knee-high black royal boots on the rail as I sit, just I'm ready for the stadium. Already be over with. Surrounded. Surrounded by
I
poor.
love it. Absolutely amazing. Okay. And then last but definitely not least, Crimmy, you walk in with actually Rick right beside you.
Remy's gonna be just kind of munching on some little treats that he's got in his pocket. Just little, he just pops one in his mouth. He's just kind of looking around. Whoa, man, this is cool. And I think he's not even gonna acknowledge Rick. He's just gonna clock Ivan because he's got these flowers in his hair. He's just like, whoa, and just rush over to him without even thinking.
Hey, man.
Are
Yo.
those Bellis perennies that you have in your hair? Those are so cool.
He looks over. How do
And
you
they're
know
yellow.
that? They are, man. How do you know that? Do you like botany?
I love botany. I grow all the time. Matter of fact,
Oh my gosh.
would you like one of these? And I hand him one of the little treats in my pocket. It's this little circular little
Oh
dot,
man,
little
what
ball.
is this? And he pops it in his mouth.
Oh, it's it's just a little berry from my garden, man. That's all it is. It's just a good berry.
Oh yeah. Just a good berry. I love it. I love it. See, I feel
Yeah.
really
I pull-
full after eating that, man. Wait,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
good
good
stuff.
berry, bro.
Exactly. But it's my special rendition of it. I
What?
worked so hard on it. You gotta water it right. You gotta let it grow on its own, man. You gotta let nature see. Can I tell you a secret? I know we just met, but like, you gotta talk to the plants. They can hear you.
My
And if
name
you
is
just talk to
Ivan.
him Oh
By
yeah,
the way.
my bad, man. I'm Cremmy. What's
Hi,
up, dude?
Grimmy. So,
Is it okay if I
like,
sit next to you?
of course, man. He looks over at you. He has like a pretty deep voice. He looks like a grown man, but he's just a furball. So he just naturally looks a little bit older than like a normal humanoid. Nonetheless, he's only 16 or 15, he tells you. He's like, oh yeah, look. La 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 la. And you watch the little flowers in his hair begin to grow and wrap even more tightly around his head. I can sing to plants, and they grow. I can talk to the trees, man.
Holy shit. Ivan, this could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Would you like another good berry?
I guess.
This is yours, Ivan.
He looks confused. He takes another one and pops it in his mouth. Amazing.
I'm just looking like this, like, I could have brought my butler. They allow full-grown dudes here. I could have brought my butler.
You look down disgusted at the poor sharing foods, like, that's an adult man. That's an adult.
And they're just sharing berries. Like, what? Where's the steaks? Where's the prime rib?
He
Amazing.
keeps looking back behind him. That
Cremmy
guy's so
like
hungry.
looks back real quick and is like, "Hey, you want one too?" Handing it to Maeve. At least trying to. You want one?
Maeve, you're like 10 feet above him, just trying your hardest to ignore this guy that's yelling up at you as you just sit staring off, waiting for the speaker to begin. You just sit.
I feel like she
You ready?
sits there, keeps going. She's like, fine. Turns into a monkey and like reaches down, try and get it.
The poorest wedding. She just
Grabs
became a
it.
monkey.
And sits back up, turns back into herself, and goes, Kind of just holds it and looks at it.
That was crazy. You just turned into something. Just like that.
It's kind of my thing.
Wow. So did you like that berry? Pretty good, right? I made it myself.
She's like sniffing it. She's like, I don't just eat things, but I don't know what they are. What is it?
Oh, you can lick it first if you want. I don't care. It's just a berry.
She gives it like a tiny little nibble.
I made it with all natural compost provided by yours truly.
I really hope you're not.
Ivan
that's not
looks
true.
down, just kind of like smacking his lips a little bit. You pooped in the garden, man?
Pooped in the garden. That's barbaric, man. No.
As he says
I poop
that,
in bags.
the lights dim. A single spotlight lands on a squat, wide-eyed Owlin in what looks to be a tailored, but definitely wrinkled vest. He's holding a clipboard that's like half on fire that he doesn't seem to notice. And he's using some type of thaumaturgy because you hear him very loudly as he clears his throat. Ahem! Ahem! Him! Are you listening? Hello, everybody! Now, first things first. Welcome, bright little, bundles of potential to Kuroga's Academy for the Gifted and Exceptional! And fireworks explode from the back of the stage. One of the teachers jumps. Oh, that's new, sorry. Alright! Principal Kroger was supposed to be here to welcome you himself, but unfortunately, he vanished into a harp during yesterday's budget hearing. Again. That means you get me! Vice Principal Peepers! That's right! Just Peepers. Like the eyes. He flips a page. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way real fast before setting each other on fire. This school, this tower, this floating miracle of educational ambition is wonderful! And it turns your weird little curses and outburst thingies into something vaguely representable for Giblear's noble elite. So as long as you all keep applying, we keep getting funded. I was not supposed to read that part. Let me scroll down here a little bit. He skips a couple pages. Here at the C.A.G.E, we offer an unforgettable curriculum filled with practice lessons, field work, and magic ethics. Yes, you still have to take it. He looks down, points at one of the kids in the crowd. One of the goth-looking kids, like, you have to, it's part of the rules. You gotta take it. And still with me, good, because now it's the moment you've all been waiting for, and we're kind of dreading, and absolutely not ready for. Each semester, we form adventuring parties. Hooray! But you don't get to choose them. These little teams of chaos and codependency, we forge them for you. So, let's hear of our very first adventuring groups of the semester! And he flips a page again, and he looks. Meek, the sentient troll! You will be partnering with Maeve Albright. Oh, that's my... your dad in the back's like, oh, that's my Mavie. Woo! Indeed, she is!
Like, bang my
Your
head on the
daughter...
railing.
Maeve Albright, who can turn into animals that she shouldn't be able to. Okay. Donnie Cremini. Your dad is a mushroom? Okay. Zesper Willowbane. Zesper.
Says for Widowbane. Not here. All right, she's in your party though. Don't forget that name. And what the hell?
He like looks down.
Hi, Hexen. If your name is really stupid, it starts with an H, and last name starts with a D. Raise your hand, please.
I don't think I would
No,
raise
I
my hand because he
If
mentioned.
your name is really
said it was
cool
stupid.
and starts with an H, and your last name starts with a D, raise your hand, please.
Mm.
You.
Oh yes, little owl man. I require a duel. You have ruined my honor.
What?
And for you say that my name is stupid, and for that I'm gonna jump from the bench.
Roll an
walk
acrobatics check.
down. Of course.
Please, dear God, just eat it.
A first roll. Oh my
Beautiful.
goodness.
First roll of the campaign, unable to be seen because of technical difficulties, but he rolls a 19. A beautiful acrobatics check as you hop down off of that. The athletic kids kind of look at you. Whoa.
I'm
You might be a
going
good
to, as
sports
I
baller.
walk, strut, bring out my bag full of mini dueling gloves. I'm gonna slowly walk, not even acknowledging all the other kids because why would I?
What's happening? Is he challenging me to a duel? What do I do, teachers?
You little owl man, have dishonored me, and I declare a duel. I'm gonna pull out a gold encrusted glove with the initial HD on it, and I'm gonna throw it on the ground.
So fancy.
And I'm gonna look at him. Is it true that you have hollow bones? Cause that will be very bad for you.
Fire in your eyes, you storm to the podium, pull out your glove and slam it onto the ground, declaring a formal duel. This owlin looks at you.
They outlawed dueling laws like 50 years ago. What are you talking about?
What? Have you no honor?
You
What?
can't do that anymore. No, I'm not gonna fight you. You're a student.
What?
Why would I
How-
fight you? You're just you're
How-
a kid.
How do you settle debates? Like what? How do you?
You just deal with it.
No! I challenge you to a duel.
Detention.
I do not care.
You have detention.
No! I do not know.
You are after your. Tomorrow is the real first day of school, and when you come in tomorrow, you're gonna have your first day of school, and then afterwards you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna wait after school with me and other people who are in trouble as well. All right?
What? Do you have nothing better to do? What is this? They give you like a 50.
Huh! Hey everybody, that guy's got in trouble! And let's see.
Oh, shut up.
Like half the crowd
what?
starts laughing.
Oh, the pores. I do not need this. I am out of here. I'm gonna like throw coins.
You start just making
Bye.
And as
Yep.
you step out, you notice that the portal, the circle that you use to enter this room, shifts very quickly right as you're about to step on it. And you see yourself in an open gymnasium.
What?
All right. The other three attending for our first party. It is normally customary for you to say a word. So if you would please.
Do you want us to get on stage?
Come up and say a word.
Oh shit.
It's really gonna make us go up there.
People are just like, to those.
You know you should be blessed. You're the first group of people, and you're going to leave after this, and every other group after you has 5 less people to say their word to. You're blessed.
I guess I'll step up onto the stage.
Mhm.
I'll join him, kind of standing off to the side.
Don't move.
Maeve begrudgingly drags herself to the stage, like, oh god, oh god.
I don't want to go any closer to my parents, please.
Absolutely amazing.
If this is an honor, I think.
Okay, I said a
Um,
word, not multiple.
Okay, good.
All right.
Goodbye.
Now I will now teleport you 3 remaining party members away to wait in the gym for the school's first assembly of the year.
Oh. Okay.
Understood?
Cool.
Sure.
I guess, yeah.
Very good. And he opens up a portal to the right of him.
Okay, I guess I'll step through. What
Amazing.
the hell, man?
I'll
You
follow,
just see
yeah.
me floating. Like, does it like set up chairs with the breaches?
There's both, actually. To describe the map here, it is what we would see and know is a modern gymnasium. A basketball court is in the middle. There are 2 basketball goals on either side and 3 sets of giant bleachers. Now, in the middle of the gym, on the basketball court, there's been set up quite a few sets of chairs. Like you would see at a graduation.
You just see Hylam just like, no, dueling? What the hell? And he's just following chairs. Detention? What the hell?
And you notice the first chair you stick your hand to does not let go of your hand when you release it.
More chairs? What the hell?
And you will come to learn why they are called the Giblear chair mimics. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kroger's Academy for the Gifted and Extraordinary.
Yeah.